Do you ever wonder why some people seem to have it all? The freedom to travel, stress-free finances, and a lifestyle that feels effortless. Today, we're talking about the habits that build real wealth. Habits that, once you start in your 20s, can change your life for decades to come. This isn't just about saving more, it's about creating a foundation for a life you love. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or even approaching your 40s, you'll find strategies here that will help you build the kind of wealth that gives you choices. Let's dive in. Act 1. Establish the stakes and the urgency. 1. Automate your savings and investments. Imagine waking up in 10 years and realizing you have a 6-figure investment portfolio without breaking a sweat. That's the magic of automation. Set up automatic transfers to a high-yield savings account and a low-cost investment account. The earlier you start, the easier it gets, because time in the market beats timing the market every time. Humorous interruption. Unless you can predict the stock market better than Warren Buffett, automation's your best friend. Cliffhanger. So, now that your money's working for you, what's next? 2. Create a simple budget that actually works. Let's talk about a word everyone loves to hate: budget. But here's the thing. Budgeting doesn't mean you can't spend money. It just means you're spending intentionally. Think of it like GPS for your finances. Without it, you're just driving in circles. Set aside money for essentials, goals, and a little fun. Every dollar should have a job. And if budgeting feels restrictive, remember, even millionaires budget, because knowing where your money goes means you get to decide where it goes. Pattern. Interrupt. Ever heard someone say, "I have no idea where my money went"? Let's make sure that's never you. Transition. Now that we've got a map, let's start planning the journey. Act 2. Building the foundation for a wealthy life. 3. Learn to say no to impulse buys. Ever feel the thrill of buying something until you realize it's just collecting dust? That's the impulse buy regret we're here to avoid. Developing the habit of waiting 24 hours before making a purchase can change your life. By just pausing, you'll find that many of those must-have items were just passing impulses. Cliffhanger. But hey, while we're saving on impulse buys, there's another type of expense that's even more costly. 4. Don't increase your lifestyle with every raise. Getting a raise feels amazing, right? But if every pay bump goes straight to a more expensive lifestyle, you're never actually growing wealth. We call it the lifestyle creep, and it sneaks up on people before they know. Instead, every time you get a raise, put half of it into savings or investments. Your future self will thank you. Pattern. Interrupt. Here's a secret. The people driving Teslas don't always own the fanciest houses. Some are just smarter with their raises. Transition. As we build wealth, the next point is key to making sure it stays protected. 5. Build an emergency fund for when life throws a curveball. No one plans for a car breakdown, medical bill, or unexpected layoff. But guess what? Life doesn't wait until you're ready. That's why an emergency fund is your lifeline. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It gives you peace of mind that no matter what happens, you're covered. It's like insurance you give to yourself. Cliffhanger. But an emergency fund is just the beginning. Let's talk about something that will build on that stability. Act 3. Strengthening financial resilience and long-term wealth. 6. Master the art of delayed gratification. Success with money often comes down to mastering patience. You can get that high-ticket item right now, or invest that cash, let it grow, and get something better down the line. Think of it like planting a tree. A little waiting now can yield huge rewards later. Cliffhanger. And once you start delaying gratification, there's one more skill that can double your progress. 7. Diversify your income streams. Ever heard the phrase, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? That goes for income too. In a world where job security isn't guaranteed, multiple income streams provide protection and freedom. Think of side gigs, freelance projects, or investments. By diversifying, you make your income as stable as a 3-legged stool, not a 1-legged chair. Pattern. Interrupt. Plus, who wouldn't want a few extra income streams, right? Netflix won't pay for itself. Now that you're earning and protecting your wealth, let's keep those profits where they belong, with you. 8. Avoid high-interest debt. Like the plague, debt can be a tool or a trap. Credit card debt is especially sneaky because it's high interest and can spiral fast. The best practice? Avoid it whenever you can. If you have to borrow, make sure it's for something with a return, like education or a home. Cliffhanger. And once you're out of the debt cycle, there's something else to focus on that will pay off for years. 9. Consistently invest in yourself. You are your most valuable asset, whether it's skills, education, or health. These investments pay dividends over a lifetime. Remember, no one can take away the knowledge and skills you build. Pattern interrupt. So, Netflix binge, or a skill that might make you thousands. Finally, let's talk about what ties all these habits together into a system that keeps you on the right path. 10. Regularly check and adjust your financial plan. Just like your goals, your financial plan should grow and adapt. Every 6 months or year, sit down and see what's working and what isn't. Adjust, tweak, and remember, wealth isn't built overnight. It's a journey. Ending. Message: these are habits, not hacks. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as each decision brings you closer to a life you're proud of.